Hey, Mark Rodriguez here, and you're watching Mark's Out Wrestling Aftershock Reviews. We talk about all kinds of wrestling programs, not just WWE, because yes, it's still real to me. And I'm going to try to keep these glasses on as much as I can, maybe through the whole video, but I don't know if people actually walk outside with these back in the 80s, or how Sasha Banks does it, or whatever, but wow, everything looks weird like this. But anyways, what can I say? In this episode, there's not really like a pay-per-view or anything. I'm going to discuss this real cool matchup I saw on Ring of Honor. And mostly like events and news and stuff like that. And once in a while I'll do that. If there's something that really gets me excited or something that really like pisses me off, then yeah, I may make an episode about it. Doesn't always have to be whenever there's like a big pay-per-view or whatever. And what can I say? First thing I want to say, it was a cool match at Ring of Honor this past Sunday, or well, I guess early Sunday morning, late Saturday evening, whatever. And like in my area, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so whatever you want to take that. And basically speaking, we have Jay Lethal, who was still doing his thing about, I guess, like racking up wins and getting like trying to get not really payback, but trying to like win against people that beat him in the past, kind of like, I guess, take care of his losing streak and stuff like that. And now he wants to go after Taven Castle and the championship, the Ring of Honor World Championship. And as he's talking all his, his promo and stuff, Cody comes in and starts talking about his stuff. He wants his shot too. And Taven comes in. Taven wants his shot too. And then Taven Castle himself shows up. And apparently he was real banged up. And I think like in real life too. Injuries and stuff from the last pay-per-view. I think it was called Slammiversary. I'm not 100% sure. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. But he got some injuries. And he's all like, I feel like I got hit by a Mack truck or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? Like, y'all deserve a shot. Let's do it. Like, all of us. And I was like, holy crap. They're going to have like an actual title match on regular TV, But yeah, Fatal 4-Way, Cody Rhodes, Jay Lethal, Matt Taven, and Taven Castle for the title, Fatal 4-Way. And yeah, it was a pretty good match. And I do like how it really did feel, it was literally like Jay Lethal versus Taven Castle. I mean, everyone else had some good moves and stuff, but you can still feel how personal it was between those two. Not really like hatred, but just like to get that title, to really get that title no matter what. Cody Rhodes has his shenanigans, of course. He has the stupid business bear and Brandy Rhodes there distracting and doing stuff like that. There was a part where Jay Lethal was doing like jumping off the ropes or, diving through the ropes or whatever and knocking out everyone, including Business Bear because, yeah, Business Bear is whatever. And there was a time where it looked like Cody was going to cheat and hit Jay Lethal, or I think it was Jay Lethal, with like either a ring or like some spray that I guess he's known for using. And the referee got distracted by Brandy Rhodes. It's like she was saying whatever, and Cody got to hit him in the balls and everything. Well, actually kick him in the balls. This is more like the Nakamura move. The kick is more like the Cody move, I guess. And Taven was pretty cool too. He's on top of things. He's the only guy I haven't heard of yet until this match. He was pretty good. And one thing I also noticed about the match is that this match, I guess, was like disqualification or whatever, because this match did have, like, they made a big deal out of it with chairs and stuff and tables. Other matches I've seen in the Ring of Honor, like, there's no mention of weapons being allowed, but they're just allowed. There's nothing going on. But here he made a big deal. Like, oh my god, a table. Oh my god, a chair. They're really making a big deal. They're really trying to hide it from the referee. Or the referee was trying real hard to get rid of the stuff. There was a cool shot. I think it was Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody Rhodes had the chair up as Lethal was jumping out of the ring. He like jumped face first into that chair. And I'm like, holy shit, And they tried to bring out the tables and stuff. They threw someone to the tables. I kind of forgot who. It was probably Castle. And yeah, the referee did his best to try to clear the weapons out of the ring. They really want to keep this without weapons. And it was kind of weird for me that, like, or maybe it's just different when it's like an actual title match or something. I don't know. And of course, for these kind of matches, in case you don't know, it doesn't matter who pins who. Like, the champion could lose if other people get pinned. So it's big incentive for Taven Castle to be on top of things. And Cody Rhodes also has this real cool submission move that is called the American I don't know, like American, like, no, I think it's like the American Death Lock or the American Nightmare Lock or something like that. And it was like, holy crap, it looks painful as hell. It looks almost like, I don't know, it's like a mixture between the Figure 4 and the Sharpshooter, and it looks fucking painful as hell. And he's like tilting the leg and whatever. It's like, damn. And, yeah, it was pretty serious, but I think, no, Taven broke it up because Taven did like a frog splash, and Castle got out of the way in time, and Cody would take that frog splash. It was pretty cool. And what's his name? Now I got a better look at it. I've seen Jay Lethal fight in the previous match, but now I got a better look at his lethal injection, where he kind of like backflips against the ropes and grabs you and just slams you down, and kind of a weird like RKO type-ish move and everything. And he actually got to hit Castle with it, and it was going to be like, damn, it's going to actually pin him down. But of course, more shenanigans. Taven grabbed the referee and pulled him out before he could do like the 1, 2, 3, and that would have been like a win right there. And you know, everyone got mad. Randy Rhodes slapped him across the face, and of course Cody Rhodes got into Taven's face and stuff. And yeah, so it was basically very personal near the end between Castle and Jay Lethal. They were like exchanging blows, exchanging like slaps and stuff, like you know, palm strikes. It was like very hard for them to even stand and everything. But in the end, against like all odds and everything, and of course Cody kept getting into the match too. But in the end, Jay Lethal perfectly landed the lethal injection on Walton Castle, and he's a brand new Ring of Honor World Champion. And that was a badass match. Like for me, I was excited. Like holy shit, we're getting a 4-way championship match on just regular TV. Like holy shit, you know. And yeah, I know Raw and SmackDown does that too, but I'm kind of used to like back in the day when I was watching wrestling. Most of the time wrestling was just all like the squash matches and promos, and if you really want to see like two actual superstars go head to head, you had to watch a pay-per-view. And I guess I was kind of thinking the Ring of Honor was going to be like that, but no, this is super awesome. It's super awesome. Between this match and the match I saw the other time with the Young Bucks, it's pretty cool, and that's why I'm going to stay tuned. So anyways, I do want to mention real quickly the G1 Climax, which is the very big tournament that I think it combines a lot of superstars from New Japan Wrestling and Kenny Omega and Hangman Page and all them cool people. I don't really have a way to watch it because, again, I can't subscribe to everything. I gotta save some money. But Jack Knives has been watching it. He's been covering it. He's been breaking down the brackets and who wins and who's going to advance to the next round and stuff like that. I think he actually posted like part 5 or something in the video. I did ask him real quickly in his comment. Can I see what these things on? I did ask him a comment real quick, like, what do you think about the matches so far? And, like, you know, who's his favorite to win? What's his favorite match so far? And stuff like that. Give me one moment as I try to find... The hell are you, man? There you are. Okay, so... He was saying... Honestly, this is, of course, in his opinion, I'm just, like, paraphrasing him, but honestly, the best match of the night was one of Block B's main events, Kenny Omega versus Tetsuya Naito, considering that Omega never beat Naito in any of their G1 matches and it felt like a Wrestle Kingdom main event. Also, Wrestling Observer gave it 5 stars. The second favorite is Sonata versus Kota Ibushi in round 4. That match literally made me jump in my chair with excitement. I think Omega's going to win for Block B. He is currently the only undefeated person in the G1. I don't want to call it too early, but I think the main winner may be Hiroshi Tanahashi. The thing is, with G1, anyone can win the tournament, can challenge for any championship they want. I think it would be Kenny to win since he is the, IWGP Heavyweight Champion. You're going to have to tell me what IWGP is. He will challenge Chris Jericho for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship at Wrestle Kingdom and become the first ever IWGP Heavyweight Intercontinental Champion in New Japan history, of course, if he does win. And yeah, he did put G1 Climax 28 round 5 as he reviews it, so there'll be a link below so you can check it out. And another thing I do want to say, special favor to all my fans, whoever watches the videos, whoever wants to comment, can you please tell me, I know it's too early, I know there's still like announcements and stuff coming out, but whenever this All In actually takes place, and by the way, Cody Rhodes is going to be there too. Whenever All In is taking place, please tell me, how can I watch it? Like, I can't be there in person. I know Pro Wrestling Crate is giving out, like Pro Wrestling Tees is giving out tickets and stuff, so you can check it out, but how do I see it as an average Joe? How do I stream it? Where do I go see it? Where are they streaming it? I don't know. I do remember watching a live stream. Pro Wrestling Tees actually had like the live stream like announcing it in general. They had a talk, I guess the owner of Pro Wrestling Tees, and Cody Rhodes was there, and Tessa Blanchard was there, and it was kind of cool and all that stuff. But I'm just curious, like when they actually like stream it, like where are they going to stream it? Because I want to watch that shit. That's going to be fucking awesome. I want to watch that shit. It's going to be cool. But yeah, that's like your assignments. Please, guys, let Mark Rodriguez know about All In because he's all in for that match. Now, on to WWE. What can I say? Lots of different things here and there. Well, I guess the biggest thing, the real big thing, is that Stephanie McMahon actually announced on Raw, on Monday Night Raw, that they're going to be doing, like we've heard rumors about it and blah, 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 but now it's official. They're going to be doing the WWE all-women pay-per-view. It's going to be called WWE Evolution, which to me is kind of weird. People have been making jokes and stuff because there was a team in the past that was Evolution with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes and stuff like that. But right now, like, I'm just thinking that after all this talk about the Women's Revolution, all that stuff, like, it would make more sense to call it WWE Revolution or something. It's almost like if you're having like a group of people talking about like the battlefield, and they don't even have a pay-per-view, like all of a sudden they're going to call it the Battleground instead of Battlefield. So like after all this talk, they should just call it Revolution in my opinion, but I don't care, whatever. It's awesome. We're going to see what's going to happen. Of course, it's too soon. Oh, it's going to happen in October. So it's still too soon to like announce, you know, the matches and whatever. But they are saying that the way they're going to coordinate it, when you watch the Mae Young tournament, the Mae Young tournament for 2018, the final match will be at that event too. So you'll be seeing all these people, and you'll be seeing the future. You'll also be seeing who's the winner of the second Mae Young tournament. So that'll be kind of cool. That'll be awesome. I can't wait to watch it. It'll be super awesome. I'm just excited. I love most of the diva, or I should say female wrestlers. They're not called divas anymore. But yeah, I love most of the divas there. They're all, I keep saying divas, and I shouldn't. Whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean. The female wrestlers, they're all pretty cool. They're all pretty talented. I just hope that some of them get more, you know, attention, because people like Becky Lynch and stuff, they're kind of like getting lost in the shuffle. And I do want to see more of them doing more action and stuff. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. Of course, there's lots of like Ronda Rousey promotion, so I'm pretty sure Ronda Rousey would be there somewhere. But I do want some attention for like Becky Lynch and well, I guess Paige is gone. Charlotte's injured, but we had enough about Charlotte too. But well, I guess that's all I want. Becky Lynch, put Becky Lynch up there. She's awesome. Maybe Naomi, give her a shot too, and everything. And let's see what else. The other news we have. Oh yeah, and also this weird angle. I'm not sure what's going on, but this whole long angle of Sasha Banks and Bayley hating each other, arguing each other and everything, and all of a sudden maybe Sasha Banks just come out and be like, I love you and everything, and it's like so random, and I don't know if it's, I mean, it's still too soon in the storyline, and we didn't even know, like, what did Bayley do? How did she respond? I think that the segment just cut off before she could give any kind of response, so for everyone that wants, you know, girl-on-girl action of that type, I think it's too soon to say that Bayley, like, jumped into her arms or whatever. We don't know. But a lot of people are saying, and it is true though, a lot of people are saying that they got to watch that kind of storyline because of course WWE has never been known for tasteful storylines, but you have to kind of watch it. Like in my opinion, if you're going to go that way, it would make more sense to make Sasha Banks and Bayley, you know, bi instead of flat out gay. Now of course, not to confuse anyone else, Sasha Banks and Bayley are the characters. I think, oh god, I forgot what the hell Bayley's name is. But I know that Sasha Banks' real name is Mercedes. So like Mercedes is straight, as far as I know. Sasha Banks is a character. We'll see how they go. But the main complaint people are having, or at least concern, is we don't want the characters to, I guess, you know, be gay now. And then, I don't know, next year when the storyline dies out, it's like, oh, I'm straight now. I'm going out with Jay Lethal or someone, you know, whatever. I'm just throwing out a name. And because that is kind of serious disrespect, you know. It would just make more sense to make them bi, and that's if WWE like wants to go that route. Now there are rumors that they also want to introduce like female tag team division. So that would be kind of cool if they kind of work that angle, have Sasha Banks and Bayley become tag team partners and actually like clean up, because unfortunately Sasha Banks has had like, you know, the whole thing where she wants the title and loses it the next day, and Bayley's just been like sucking basically. So maybe they can streamroll the competition and actually be strong and remain that way, you know. And let me see, on other news, we also have the Hulk Hogan thing. And Hulk Hogan is, well, the thing is, it's still not official, really. Like I mean, yeah, he was reinstated in the Hall of Fame, and he was backstage during the last pay-per-view, Extreme Rules. He was backstage during Extreme Rules, and yeah. It's still too soon. Like WWE hasn't confirmed anything yet about him making like an actual appearance. It was all backstage, and a lot of people were not too happy because Triple H came out like in front of, I guess, like the whole roster or whatever to kind of welcome back Hogan. And the bad thing about the speech is the way the speech sounded. They were warning about like the dangers of, you know, careful what you do or say, because now there's lots of social media. You may be recorded. They may film you and use that like against you in the future, all that bullshit. And it doesn't sound too good because it basically makes it sound like Hogan is not really sorry for the things he said and more like sorry that he was caught. And that kind of like fucked everything up. I think Mark Henry is still kind of sort of on Hogan's side, but he still says it's kind of 50-50. The New Day and Titus O'Neil have been very vocal, I guess, on social media or whatever, how they feel about Hogan. I mean, they're respectful in their comments, the way they phrased it, but they're not really happy to see Hogan back. They want him gone. Like, I guess some things can't be undone. Again, my personal opinion, I like Hulk Hogan, like the character, the real life person, got his problems, he's got his like imperfections, and I mean, it's not really my place to say whether or not to forgive him or not. I mean, I like to see the character, the wrestling character, because you can't deny the fact that he basically created wrestling, and if he wasn't around back then, I probably wouldn't be watching it now. Like, I don't know. I mean, that's what really got me. Like, he was like the most badass icon of the 80s, basically speaking, but you still have to take into account the guy who portrays Hulk Hogan, and he's not like perfect, you know, but what can we do? I mean, it'll still be a while before we see if WWE's going to make Hulk Hogan run wild on you, brother, you know. But let me see. In other news, one thing I forgot to mention when I was reviewing Extreme Rules, because I was very confused, was that Iron Man match between Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, like, the audience was like zoning out or something. Like, they were counting down all the seconds. Every time the minutes were almost the last couple of seconds, they were all doing the 10, 9, 8, and they made like the big buzzer sound, like if it was Royal Rumble. And I was like confused, I was distracted, it was kind of late at night, I was kind of sleepy, I was kind of like, are they supposed to do that? I'm like, it's not the Royal Rumble. What the fuck? Like, why are they doing the buzz sound and all that? And I forgot to mention that because I didn't want to come up like, I didn't want to like be stupid and be like the fans are doing that and they're not supposed to do that and have to come and say, Mark Rodriguez, what are you talking about? I mean, they always do that at the Iron Man matches. Where have you been? But yeah, it was very weird. And Seth Rollins was kind of like not too happy about it. And he actually commented in Twitter like the whole 10, 9, 8, kind of like making fun of that. He wasn't too happy. And yeah, what can I say? It was a badass match. It was a badass match. It was like Rollins and Ziggler, and the way it played out with like Ziggler's initial battle plan to like, I guess, purposely lose so he could like wear out Seth Rollins and just score pinfall after pinfall after pinfall. It was like very well played out. It was very exciting. It got intense near the end, but I guess audiences didn't care, and it's weird because like the consensus with Ziggler is kind of whatever, but like Seth Rollins, a lot of people love Seth Rollins. He's like the top guy. Everyone's like, oh my god, he should be the new top guy and everything. And he has a main event Iron Man match. They're giving it all they can, and the audience is all like distracted and counting down an imaginary buzzer. The WWE, they actually took down the clock, and they kept going anyway. They just saw their phone and kept going anyway. And they had no choice but to bring the clock back up near the end. And it was stupid. And yeah, I should have brought that up in the last review, but I forgot, and I was confused about, like, I was so confused. I was like, are they supposed to be doing that? Like, what the, you know? So I didn't want to bring it up then, but now that I know that even Seth Rollins was upset, and most likely, I don't know, probably Ziggler too, that they were being ignored. And, you know, that's, what the hell, what do you guys want? It's like, you guys complain that you don't want Roman Reigns to be like the main event. You guys even fucking like leave the arena early to beat the traffic, but now you got Seth Rollins, like everyone's favorite guy in the main event, and you guys are fucking zoning out. So I don't know, it's just different. It's just different. And for me, actually, I would be like too excited just to be at a live event to be like zoning out and acting stupid. I'd be like guys, shut up! I'm watching the match here. Like, I don't know. And let's see what else. I don't really have much news to say. Paige apparently fired Ellsworth, and he's gonna try to sneak into the event somehow. Where that's a new story they got with Ellsworth right now. Like, they don't know what to do with her too much, with him, I mean. And what can I say? Ellsworth, I really think he's just there for limited time because he's just there to help Carmella cheat. So whenever Carmella loses the title, I really see no like reason for Ellsworth to stick around. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, so that's it. All I want to say. I want to avoid another Roman Reigns rant because, like, I do like the guy, though. Just the way it's going is so predictable. And for people that were upset that they canceled like the big 4 or 5, whatever, how many people there were, match to see who's gonna face Brock Lesnar, like, don't be, because he knew that Reigns was gonna win anyways. And now they had this big match on Raw, Lashley versus Reigns. Like, the winner gets to face Brock Lesnar, and of course, Reigns won. So it's like, we're back at square one. Like there's no real change. I don't even know why they brought in Lashley. I guess they brought him in just to kind of fake you out, kind of bait and switch or whatever. But in the end, it's still going to be Reigns versus Lesnar anyways. And of course, the rumors are that maybe next week or so, there's still a couple of weeks before SummerSlam, they'll put some kind of excuse or some kind of something, so it could be like a triple threat match between Reigns, Lashley, and Lesnar. And if they don't do that, then maybe most likely Strowman's going to cash in. But the thing is, like, they're never going to stop until Reigns is a champion. If Braun Strowman cashes in on Roman Reigns and he actually does win, if SummerSlam ends with Strowman as the new champion and of course Universal Champion, and Brock Lesnar's, I guess, gone or whatever, it goes back to UFC or something, I mean, now we're going to see Roman Reigns versus Strowman over and over and over, because they're not going to stop until Roman Reigns is a champion. And it's like, what can I do? Like they're not going to stop until he's over. So I guess, I don't know, the faster you guys put him over, the faster they'll move on to something else, I guess. I don't know. And as for Lesnar, yeah, he'll probably go back to UFC or something, because right now they'll boo the fucking house down if he still retains the title and everything. And I think I said it a couple of times before, Lesnar, like, if he's not the champion, he's really nothing anymore. I mean, unless he has like another feud with someone interesting, like if Sting was in shape still and wasn't injured, maybe Sting versus, because it's always something epic. It's always like him versus Undertaker or him versus Goldberg. So maybe like him versus Sting, if Sting was in health, you know, whatever, would have been kind of awesome. But like without him being the title, like the reigning, defending champion, he really has nothing to do. He'll probably just go back to UFC. I don't know. So anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here. That's it for now. I'll obviously be trying to review SummerSlam if I watch it, because I'll be busy during those particular span of days. And, you know, other things happening here and there. If anything cool happens next week or so, or any other cool wrestling event or whatever that might come in August or so, I'll be sure to cover it and give my thoughts, my opinions, you know, good or bad. So anyways, guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here. I guess I did survive the whole video with the glasses on, so that's kind of cool, right? I guess, right? So, yeah. Thank you for watching Mark's Wrestling Aftershock Reviews. We're talking about all kinds of programs because, yes, guys, it is still real to me. See you next time.